Zix was lost deep in the forest. Zilani search teams had been looking for days. When hope was fading, the human colony offered help. "Don't trust them," some said. "Humans steal our children." But desperation overcame fear. An old human named Marcus found Zix in 2 hours, and from that moment, nothing was ever the same. The Zilani settlement was in panic. 6-year-old Zix had wandered into the Whispering Woods 3 days ago and hadn't returned. Search teams had combed every trail, but the scent trail went cold at the river crossing. When the human settlement offered assistance, the Zilani Council hesitated. Many viewed humans as dangerous predators. "We cannot trust them with our young," argued Elder Prex. "Humans are hunters." But Zix's mother, Keela, stepped forward, desperation overriding caution. "If they can find my child, I don't care what they are." Marcus Chen was 73, a retired ranger who had spent decades mapping the wilderness. When word came about the missing child, he quietly gathered his equipment. "You sure about this?" asked Administrator Walsh. "The Zilani are skittish around us." Marcus shouldered his pack. "A child is lost. Nothing else matters." At the forest edge, he met the search party. The Zilani adults towered over him, antennae twitching nervously. Marcus nodded to Zix's parents. "I'll bring your child home," he said simply. Something in his voice made Kayla believe him. Marcus entered the forest with methodical patience. While Zilani had searched frantically, he moved quietly, reading signs others missed. Following the trail deeper, he found what they'd overlooked, a colony of singing crystals. Zix had followed the beautiful sound and become lost. He found the child beneath a fallen log, cold and frightened. Zix's eyes went wide with terror at seeing a human. Marcus sat slowly, keeping distance. He projected holographic images of the settlement, showing the way home. "Your parents are worried," he said gently. "Shall we go back?" The journey back was slow. Zix walked beside Marcus, maintaining distance but no longer running. Marcus pointed out plants and creatures, his voice calm and reassuring. At a stream, Marcus noticed Zix limping. The child had injured a foot on rocks. Without hesitation, he knelt and examined the wound. From his pack, he produced medical supplies. As he cleaned and bandaged the cut, he hummed a soft melody, an old earth lullaby. Zix watched in fascination as this predator treated the injury with such care. "Better?" Marcus asked. Zix nodded shyly, testing the foot. The pain was gone. When they emerged from the forest, the entire settlement was waiting. Zix's parents rushed forward, gathering their child with cries of relief. Zix, still clinging to parents, reached toward Marcus with one small hand. "The human helped me," Zix announced clearly. "He sang songs and fixed my foot." Marcus smiled and began to withdraw, but Zix broke free and hurried after him. "What was that song?" the child asked. Marcus knelt down and softly sang the lullaby again. Zix listened with wonder. "Will you teach me more songs?" Over the following weeks, an unlikely friendship bloomed. Zix would visit the edge of human territory where Marcus waited with songs, stories, and small gifts. Marcus taught Zix about earth flowers and distant stars. Zix shared Zilani legends and crystal songs. Other Zilani watched nervously at first, but gradually relaxed, seeing Marcus's gentleness with their children. "He's not like we expected," Kayla admitted. "He protects our children as his own." Marcus had found a purpose that transcended species boundaries. During the Festival of Growing Light, when Zilani honored their elders, Zix approached Marcus with a crystal flower, a symbol of family bond. "Grandpa Marcus," Zix said clearly, using the English word with careful pronunciation. "Thank you for finding me." The silence was profound. Elder Prex, who had opposed trusting humans, stepped forward with tears in his eyes. "Any being who earns our children's love," he declared, "earns our people's respect." Marcus accepted the flower with trembling hands, understanding the honor. Years passed, and the bond only grew stronger. Zix learned both languages, served as translator, and helped build bridges between communities. When other settlements heard the story, they began their own outreach programs. Fear of humans began to fade across Zilani colonies. Marcus lived to see his grandchild become a respected leader, advocating for interspecies cooperation. On quiet evenings, they would sit watching stars while Marcus hummed lullabies and Zix sang crystal songs, their voices blending in perfect harmony. Sometimes the greatest gifts come from unexpected places. The human feared as a predator became beloved as a grandfather. Today, the Kepler-7 colony stands as a model of interspecies cooperation, with human and Zelani children playing together in integrated schools.